On July 8, 1853, in Edo Bay, modern-day Tokyo Bay, everything seemed normal. Local fishermen were finishing their daily work when suddenly, on the horizon, 4 massive black ships appeared. They moved slowly, releasing thick black smoke into the sky. To the Japanese, these ships looked like something out of another world. They were the American Navy's fleet, led by Commodore Matthew Perry, known as the Black Ships. They hadn't come for war, but their message was more terrifying than war itself. Japan, after more than 220 years of isolation, was being forced to open its doors to the world at gunpoint. This moment was a national humiliation, but it would also become the beginning of one of the most incredible transformations in history.
Back in 1603, Japan was unified under the Tokugawa shogunate. The country was stable, but its rulers feared internal rebellion and foreign influence. To protect their power, they introduced a strict isolation policy called Sakoku. Foreigners were almost completely banned. Japanese people were forbidden to leave the country. Christianity was suppressed. For over 2 centuries, Japan remained cut off from the world. This brought peace and cultural growth, but it also meant Japan fell dangerously behind. While Europe was advancing rapidly, Japan remained a feudal society ruled by samurai. Everything changed when Perry arrived. His steam-powered ships and advanced cannons shocked the Japanese. It became clear they could not resist. In 1854, Japan signed the Treaty of Kanagawa, opening its ports. Soon, more unequal treaties followed. Foreigners were not subject to Japanese laws, and Japan lost control over its trade policies. It was a deep national humiliation. Anger spread across the country. A slogan emerged: "Revere the emperor, expel the barbarians." But many leaders realized something important. You cannot defeat the West without becoming like the West. 2 powerful domains, Satsuma and Choshu, united against the shogunate. In 1868, after a brief civil war, the Tokugawa shogunate collapsed. Power was restored to the young Emperor Meiji. This moment is known as the Meiji Restoration. What followed was not just reform, it was a revolution. The feudal system was abolished, a strong central government was created, the samurai class lost its privileges, a modern army and navy were built. Japan invested heavily in industry, factories, railways, and telegraph lines. Education became mandatory, and Western science and technology were adopted. Within a few decades, Japan became a modern industrial nation. But Japan didn't stop there. In 1894, Japan went to war with China and won. Then, in 1904, Japan fought Russia. The world expected Japan to lose. Instead, Japan crushed the Russian fleet in the Battle of Tsushima. For the first time, an Asian nation defeated a European power. Japan had become a global force. By 1910, Japan annexed Korea and expanded further during World War I. In just 50 years, Japan transformed into a powerful empire. But this rise had a dark side. Japan imposed harsh rule on Korea, China, and others. Millions suffered under its expansion. Japan's story shows how a nation can reinvent itself under pressure. But it also reminds us, power without restraint can lead to destruction. From samurai swords to battleships in half a century, this was the rise of Japan.